good walk, nice jump. Got some air moves here.
Nice.
And you've implemented his gun a lot in a lot of his moves.
Yeah, we really wanted to use the the gun as much as possible, not just basic attack. We want to use it in his fight style, incorporate it as much as you could, because it just really mostly.
It's his main weapon, right? It's his iconic thing. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's not like a lot of other characters who probably have a ton of like training in the martial arts or whatnot.
Or superpowers.
Right.
He's
His
like, I
gun
got
is
this gun.
His main go-to. So
Right.
it's.
So we can go through some of his.
You want to do some combos?
Do some general strings.
Sure.
We have like. We got here with an
A
overhead.
light, medium
You see
attack.
that I use the gun a lot in the actual attacks.
Walk this with me.
Okay.
And we do. This is a knockdown far. See, this is we'll get to it soon.
Right.
But the way his gameplay plays, a move like that really helps out.
It opens up
Cold.
the stuff we'll talk about in a moment.
Right. So a move like that's very important for how he plays. So we got things like that.
Good mix-ups.
Yep. There we go. I
Oh,
love that one.
oh,
So
That's
again,
that right there where you incorporate the gun within his actual his fight style.
there we go, like that. Yeah. So let's talk about his fight style. Really, like what is his goal?
What do you mean?
Like when you're playing as Captain Cold, what are you trying to do to the opponent?
I mean, you're really trying to get close to him. I mean, beat him down until you get a point where you want to push him away so you can do some of his other stuff, which you're about to talk
Right.
about.
So yeah, that's kind
So,
of
I mean,
like
like,
the
yeah.
main thing is
He's
his
a really-
combos push you away for the most
Yes.
part, so it can set him up.
He
for
wants
what
to
he
get
does
set up
best.
for what his abilities are.
Because he is sort of he has some traps he can lay. He has some things like
definitely.
that.
Some very
Definitely,
interesting
definitely.
things. I think we
Definitely
should,
different than what you're used to. People really, I think, appreciate him that like to try something completely different than the normal.
And he is very different.
So let's go ahead and get into some of the special moves.
Well, let's do a throw first, which I love.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
do
his
love
throw is one of my favorites. The icicles that come off the back are one of my favorite things. Shout out to Gilmore on that. Awesome.
I think, and not promising anything, but I believe Gilmore will be on the stream next week.
Oh, excellent.
He does all the effects you see.
Yes.
Yeah, he does a great job. Amazing.
Him and the FX team do amazing
Yes,
work.
absolutely.
Here.
And the rest of the team as well.
Yeah, like everybody does a great
Don't
job.
forget about everybody else.
Everybody else. So that's sort of how his basic fight flow works.
For the most part, he wants to, when he's in close, his combos are going to end pushing you away
Right.
to set him up for everything else. So let's go through the Ice Blast.
Ice Blast. We got Cold Blast right here.
Yeah, notice the effect of it actually hitting him was really
A
cool
little
too.
closer and see that better. Yeah, it definitely adds.
It's not actually freezing anything, it's just a visual effect.
adds the frost. So
Yeah.
this is definitely a good zoning tool.
Absolutely.
When you're playing as him, this distance for you will happen a lot.
This is ideal. This is where you
Yeah.
want to be for the most part.
So there's that. He's got the Death Sickle,
What a great name.
which
Does what it says.
dropping, and it also can be.
Different distances as
So I
well.
can do all three different distances. Oops.
Oh, don't ruin it.
It's
Oh,
next
it's
to it.
next. All right.
So there is a meter burn. for the
There is a
Death
meter burn, but we'll get back to that one.
Because that's
It's
very
very
important.
strategic to his entire
Yes,
gameplay.
very important to his gameplay. This is called the wall.
The wall.
So you can throw a wall up real quickly, and it will, as you
So
see,
you'll eat projectiles.
rock projectiles.
Oh.
Oop, you can also
You
can
meter
also
burn,
just use
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
What is it again?
Tyler just
What is
nailing
it?
inputs.
What is it?
It's right here on the piece of paper.
I wrote it
Down back
See,
two.
It also does damage.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
There we go.
So yeah,
So meter burn though. You ready to do this?
Yep.
yeah.
I did the
Are
wrong
you
button.
re-
I did the wrong
okay.
button.
All right.
I did the wrong button again. Here we go.
1, 2, 3. Oh, jeez, I messed it up. All right, 1, 2, 3. Look at
So
that.
you can take
So,
it
yeah.
towards you, and,
And
it,
as well, it'll block all additional projectiles as well,
it soaked up everything and knocked him down,
and
Right.
knocked him down.
which is
It's
awesome.
a very useful move in the game, and it's something very different than what we've done previously. Like being able to throw the shield towards him.
So
Like
this-
an ice train.
And this is where his
coming at you.
personality kind of comes in, where he's
Right.
like, "Oh yeah, you don't like the wall? I'm just going to kick it at you." You know, his kind of personality blends it, like bleeds
Try to
into
get in.
his
Try to get
personality.
in.
Yeah.
You know. Awesome. So let's move on to where we're at. The Big Freeze.
The Big Freeze.
Down at 3.
Yeah, this is kind of a long range, almost sweep. So it's a low attack from kind of long range.
Put you to a little stagger state.
Stagger
there.
state. The good thing about this, the interesting is that the meter burn version is a very different functionality. So the meter burn is actually just a kind of like an ice freeze, like
Like a
block.
hazard almost.
Like a hazard almost. Yeah.
So again, just like we were talking about, like oh, you're trying to get in now? I've done wall. I've done wall. Now you want to try to get in? I can put things on the ground, and he can walk into
The Rock could do it. Yeah.
So he is definitely trying to just keep his spacing where he wants it
And
to
within
be.
combos, that works out really
Yeah,
well.
you can also like I can actually show.
Let's see if you can.
Yeah, now
You
you
think
can
I
show
can?
a combo.
I don't think you can.
I hope so. There you go. So yeah, so they make really good combos.
Uh-oh. Hey,
Uh-oh.
don't show
He
it
did
all
it.
off.
Oh,
Don't show
there
it
it
all
is.
off, buddy. That's too much.
There you go. Not bad.
full combo.
All right.
That's some Captain Cold.
So that's a really cool move he has. Frost Field, down forward 3.
Yeah, I really like this move.
This is another thing that kind of keeps them.
Yeah. Kind of keeps them there, and it's kind of like slowly ticking damage at them when you're inside of the bubble.
Right. You stay in there long enough, you're losing.
Yeah, you're losing a good amount of health, and if you do a meter burn version, if you're in it long enough, it'll actually freeze the player.
Right, so you can do meter burn, stay in it.
Whoop.
Boom.
Here comes Tyler's combo gun.
Bam.
Bam.
Get out of here.
Stop it. Hey,
He's got more
this
than
is
one.
not a
He's got
combo
more than
video,
one.
all right?
Yeah,
Let's go.
It's not a combo
one.
video. So yeah, that's also that. Now,
The moment you've been waiting for.
this
Yeah.
is. I think
Okay,
the
okay.
chat's gonna like this. This is
Yeah.
good.
I don't know how much they've seen of this yet.
Well, they're not going to see what it's used for. So let's start by talking about his cyclotron gun.
Okay, yes. His character power, which is ability to overcharge his gun. Because so in each level, he has 3 levels of it. So each level allows him to have a new move that's associated with it.
So now it's at full power. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's just
Okay.
reset.
Yeah, that's-
We'll get to that later.
Just
So-
do one bar at a time.
Yeah,
Crazy.
just
You're right.
the level 1 bar, he allows him to put thorny ice armor on himself.
Right.
Frosted tips, I
Which
believe.
I
is what it's
believe, yes, I believe it's called Frosted Tips.
So there it is.
So yeah, which is really cool. I love it. So now this does damage to the other player when
So
they
like,
attack. So
yes, when you're hitting them, they're taking damage from
yes,
hitting you.
yes, they're taking
So
damage.
that's just level 1.
Yes.
Level 2.
Level 2
Oh, a little bit more. Oh, okay.
is
Right, and this is like, kind of like a snow globe type of thing where you're slowly getting colder inside of it. And if you also slowed down a little bit as well. So the longer you're in it, the slower you go, and you also start to freeze. So if you're in it too long, you'll freeze,
Right.
and you're also reacting slower.
I do like it's kind of like snow globe. It's pretty fun.
it's funny. You
Snow globe.
just called it snow globe.
Well, that's what I was asking for. What effect I wanted to look for. I like imagine the snow globe.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So now
An
keep in
idea
mind
behind it.
that in tournaments,
Yeah, snow
that's
globe.
pretty much
Let's,
called
oh, he's in the
snow
snow globe.
That's
Yeah,
what it's called.
always snow globe.
And then we go on to level 3. Now here's the thing. Getting to level 3, though, that could take...
Yeah, each level it takes a little bit longer to build up. So like the first level is really fast, so you get that out a lot
Right.
more in a match. But the third level is a little bit longer to get there.
Now let's...
But with gameplay-wise, right? Like, I mean, for the most part, like we were saying before, keeping your distance and stuff like that. When you knock the opponent full screen, that'll give you a few seconds to build up your gun and things like that.
Well, there's another thing that'll
There
help
is
with
another
that.
Come back
thing-
to this now.
So let's say you have nothing, right?
You have,
Right.
I have nothing.
You have
you
nothing.
you have nothing.
So
You throw
kick
a wall at
down,
me.
knock him down first,
Yep.
right?
Yep, I'm following.
then-
This is where you bring down the meter burn version
Oh,
of the
man.
death sickle.
So meter burn, death sickle. There's a wall in place, which I think you can jump over. But
You
then
can jump over,
You do
break
that.
it.
I'm just gonna
Right.
do some of that.
Yep.
So that gives me time.
Gives you time to charge up, which is kind of the whole concept of it.
Right. So you drop that. You got some time to space it out. So it's going to be a pretty
And-
fun thing to try.
And just like the death sickle, you can drop those at different distances
Different
as well.
distances, and you can have multiple ones out there as well.
You can also drop it on their head.
And drop it on their head, so
Right.
you can show
So
them.
that's
you can
good,
have multiple,
too.
more than one out
Do you
there.
think you can drop it on me?
I think you can do more than one, yeah.
Bam!
There we go.
Nice.
So let's see level 3.
Yeah.
All right, so what's level 3 do?
Level 3 is an overcharge where it fully blasts all 3 bars and it overcharges the gun. So you'll see right here, it's a full screen ice
Instant
blast that instant freezes wherever the player is. Which would be, if you do it in combos.
Oh, you can do it in combos too. I didn't think about that.
Oh, let's
Like
see.
when you pop them up, you do it.
That's how combos work, right?
Yeah, I've heard.
So if I were to do,
Don't use any bar though. Oh, you use a bar.
you can use bar.
Oh, you can.
I was trying to challenge you.
Oh, I put it down. I got it.
Okay.
Let's see if this works.
Bam!
Oh, because it's already frozen.
It's already
You
frozen.
only freeze frozen once.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Cool. That's awesome.
Drop a couple of these cubes.
Drop some ice cubes,
Drop some-
man.
I'll drop
Do what the
some
man
ice cubes.
requests.
Do them on the multiple ones on the screen. They're going to want to see that.
But I'm just gonna break through that.
Oh, no.
Oh.
So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
so,
keep
I mean,
dropping
that's
them
you
down,
get
that's
the multiple ice cubes on the screen at the same time, which is something very different than we've done before.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a new, cool little mechanic that people are going to really dig.
Really cool stuff. Like, definitely, like we were talking about, as you can probably see now, his game plan is very different.
Right.
And it's be fun to play against and play as.
Absolutely.
Like, that's what makes games. I mean, those matchups are what makes games.
I'm going to put up a wall, and then I'm going to go beep, 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 beep. Yep.
Yeah.
Right on.
All right.
Sometimes I wish I could do that, Derek, in real life.
Oh.
Put that wall up, you know.
Bro.
So let's go through some of his other stuff.
Yeah,
We're
the
talking crap
variation.
on
Oh, were you? No, that's great, guys. I was just trying to move right
That's all
along.
right.
We are going to now show some new versions.
Practice options.
There we go. Player
gotcha.
1 loadout 2.
All right.
Excellent.
Now we're going to show kind of a version we made of him, different version. Again, we don't have all the gear yet here, so there's another cool-looking sort of green and white version of him. His accessories, his guns, we have a sniper rifle on.
Yeah, one thing I do like to